welcome to Chef's Choice with Citizens Gas. I'm your host, Angela, and joining me today is Joseph Heidenreich.
Well, thank you.
Okay, and tell me what we're going to make today.
Okay, today we're going to do an artichoke rice cake stuffed with manchego cheese.
Yum.
We're going to start with our butter.
Of course.
We're going to, oh yeah, you always have to have lots of butter or oil. We're going to put that in the pan.
And you've already got that a little warm over our natural gas flame there.
We do. You know, I tell you what, cooking with natural gas is great because it gives you such a great even temperature.
Right.
And makes it so much better. Us professionals love cooking on gas.
All right. Us home cooks too. Okay.
We're going to add our diced artichokes, which we already have done, with our onion.
Oh yeah, I got a little onion chopped up.
Okay. Now this takes a little bit of time, so we're just going to kind of roll through it with our garlic.
So you just saute all that in the butter then?
We're going to just saute all that into the butter, let that incorporate, and we're going to soften up the onion so that the garlic really blooms out and really gives its flavor. So this is going to take about 5 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so we let that cook for a few minutes, and now you've added some arborio rice.
Yes, I've added the arborio rice, and we're going to add the chicken stock. And at this point, we're going to let that just cook down so that the rice really absorbs all the liquid. And at that point, we're going to come back and add our cheese and our seasonings.
Gotta have cheese.
Yeah.
So how long will this take?
That's going to take about 20 minutes.
Okay, so you just let it cook.
Right, just let it cook down.
We'll come back and check on it.
Okay.
Okay, so you've let this cook now and it's absorbed all that liquid. It looks pretty
see
creamy.
how that's come in there?
Yeah.
And the fact, you know, that we're doing it with the natural gas, it's really absorbed all the liquid really nice. At this point, we're going to add in our cheese.
And is that just Parmesan? Or?
That's just a little grated Parmesan or salt, a little parsley for color, and some pepper. And we're just going to mix that in there. Now, once you mix this in, it's just going to set for a few minutes, once again, to kind of melt that cheese, get all the flavors to bloom out. But we actually want to let this cool down for a little bit.
Oh, before you try to make the patties.
Right, you want to bring it out, set it at room temperature for about 2 to 3 minutes so that when you go into the refrigerator, it's not so hot that it spoils your other items.
Yeah, we don't want that.
But we're going to just turn this off and be done with this because I made a batch earlier and we're going to go ahead and scoop some up.
Here's our already chilled batch, and I'm excited because you're going to show me how to make these rice patties.
And one of the easy things to do is when you're talking about busting things out into portions is use an ice cream scoop because we know this is 2 ounces.
Perfect.
So it's just going to give us a couple. Yeah, you go ahead, you try a couple.
Okay.
Okay, while you're doing that, I'm going to take this. We're going to take some manchego cheese, about 1/8 of an ounce. Ooh. Use your thumb. We're going to use our thumb and just kind of make a little nest and fold that over.
So it's like a hidden center, center in the middle of your rice.
And you can actually leave these in a ball, or you can flatten them out like a crab cake if you like.
Okay. And
I kind of like, personally, you know, my own preference is I kind of like that little crab cake action because when you bite into it, it seems like it oozes out a little more. We're just going to take those, put them through the egg wash, then we're going to put them in some large breadcrumb, set them on the pan. There you go.
All right.
We'll do another one here and then we'll start sauteing.
Oh, mine fell apart. I don't think I did as good a job as you did.
Well, that's where you just have to push it back together.
There you go.
Thank God for the gloves because that keeps our hands and the items nice and clean. Okay, and we'll just straighten that up.
Thank you, I appreciate the help.
Oh, no problem. Okay.
All right, you've got some olive oil going over there.
We have some olive oil nice and hot. And we're just going to take a couple of these and put them into the oil.
And so you just saute them in olive oil for a few minutes?
Yeah, about 2 to 3 minutes on each side.
That's all. I mean, that seems really quick. All right.
Okay.
So we're just going to let those saute.
We're just going to let those cook just a few minutes, and we actually have already set a platter up. So let's grab it.
Look at it. All right, so you've got some cooked here to perfection. These look gorgeous.
We took a platter, made it. Remember, this is for a great backyard patio, little white wine. Up to about 6 people. You can have 2 cakes each.
Well, I thought it was just all for me, but okay. Chef Joseph, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Don't forget, you can check us out anytime. Just visit citizensgas.com or check us out at Comcast Video on Demand. That's it for us today. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next time on Chef's Choice with Citizens Gas.